Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Gregtech Community Edition Unofficial. I know last time I said this might be the end of the series, but after a comment I actually got, kind of made a little bit of decision to come back and just continue for now. As I did not know about this specific thing in the mod pack. There's a comment from Braiso, I think this is how you pronounce it, Braiso81, and he mentioned that there are fusion reactor stuff that you can do to get plasma, and those are used in plasma turbines, so I did want to take a look at that really quick with you guys. As turbine, and it does look like that would produce the next tier energy that we would want, which is ULV. So, large turbines are multi-blocks, generator power from steam, gas, and plasma by having them spin turbine rotors. Energy output is based on rotor efficiency, current speed of the turbine. Gearbox casings are used at the center of the structure. Okay. So, I did not know that those were a thing, but now that I do, I'm a little bit more enthusiastic to try out when those come up and see what those work like. I did decide today that I need to get working on a specific thing that'll help me out in making a better factory. Because obviously all my stuff is kind of construed about all over the place. It's a nasty mess. So what I need to do is start working on getting ourselves a jetpack. So I've actually assembled most of the parts for me. Just need to find my assembler here. Make sure I can do that in this one. Yep. So we got our electric rotors, steel rotor electric motors, and our aluminum, copper cables, and these together will make a thruster. You do need 2 thrusters to make a jetpack. So I'll wait for those to get up, and I think I just have to grab out stainless steel rods in here somewhere, which I already ended up using some of. So I'll just throw that in the lathe here. There's our 2 thrusters. And now we can go ahead and take that out. Pop all of our other stuff in here. We need the chrome. Motors. There's our motors. And then I forgot the gold cable, so actually have to do 4 of those. Pull these out so we can get those cables in. We're gonna have to go grab more rubber again. I have that in a cell still. Get our gold cables. Pop those on in all together. We've got chrome rotors, stainless steel rings and rods, and then the electric motors, and that'll give us the advanced power thruster. Let's get that put away, and let's start by making, we are going to need our screwdriver out. I believe the wire cutters, so I'll grab those just in case that's part of the recipe. And it is. So we need an MV circuit, a lithium battery. Did we have? We do. So now I just gotta go grab some of our lithium. It's sitting around. Means I believe I do have to get an HV battery set up. which won't be too hard with this, so long as it's not the crystal one. So I did kind of want to speak a little bit why a lot of this is starting to get a little overwhelming. Currently at my IRL job, I'm basically out of the house 11 to 12 hours a day. So because of that, things start to get a little bit hectic trying to get stuff done, and I've got kids to help take care of, and it gets to be a little bit overwhelming trying to get all this done and get a video recorded and make sure I have time to work on many of the other things that I work on. One of the reasons I get very overwhelmed very quickly. And so that's kind of where a little bit of the stress with everything comes in. Because on top of that, you have, let's do best case scenario, 11 hours outside the house, sleeping for approximately 8. And by the time you're done with all that, you're just exhausted. And then you have anywhere from 3 to 4 hours to spend eating at least one of your meals and doing anything else to, take care of your kids, play with your kids, because, they definitely need some of that. And so it's not as easy as you would hope it would be to be able to deal with all that. Kind of running all over the place. Apologize if you guys are getting a little bit confused. Currently, we're trying to get the stuff to make our HV battery that we're going to need. I believe we need polyethylene, if I'm not mistaken. So we gotta go over here. It's our large battery. Can go fill that with lithium. That's going to take us 80 seconds, so I will make sure I've got all the components to grab the next one, and I will be right back. Alright, we're back. I made the 4X gold cables that I also needed, and that should be everything there. Got those, and now the last thing is our platinum cables, because I believe I have all of this. I just need to pull out my suit and wait for these platinum wires to get done. So I noticed the other thing in the comment that he said is that he was playing alongside. And I was just wondering, how many people decided to start playing Nomi Factory recently? Or not Nomi Factory, but any sort of Gregtech pack recently. Because I know that's kind of something I thought was very interesting, that I didn't start playing this. This is the very first time I've ever played a Gregtech pack. Was here in 2023, the very beginning. And I remember the first point it came out, I said I would never do it because it seems completely insane to do something like that. Because I remember hearing people say how difficult it was and how much of a pain it was and all this other stuff. And I was just like, if it's that much of a pain, why is anybody even playing it? Probably sucks or something like that. And I finally was like, you know what? Everybody says it's garbage. Everybody says it's bad. Why don't I check it out and see if anybody's actually telling the truth or they're just butthurt about it? And as because I believe another YouTuber called Regan had posted some stuff where on Reddit people were doing a elimination round of the best tech mod, and it very much showed that it was truthful that people are just butthurt and don't like the mod. Because one of the things that gives it away so much is the simple fact that everybody was voting for Gregtech to be the worst mod. Even though there's mods that I've either never even heard of, or when I saw that it was in a pack, I was like, why the heck would I ever touch this mod? It has absolutely nothing useful in it. Which just kind of shows the whole example that people weren't choosing the mod because they didn't like it, or because they thought it was bad. They chose the mod that they knew that they didn't like the most, instead of actually using, you know, the objective reasoning behind, oh, well, this mod actually has nothing to offer, so why would I ever, you know, take my time doing that? I have to just go grab one of those gems out so I can charge. But where have we got them at? It's over here. I've lost my batteries, guys. Can I do this in here? Bam. So now I kind of want to see how much energy does this use? And how do I turn it on? Alright, controls. Jetpack. Back. Whale. Builder gadgets. Tweaks. Gregtech. M and H. Let's see if those... M key. That's not right. Oh, well, we don't want charging on. Alright, I need to find these batteries. I swear I had the battery box down here somewhere. I didn't bring it over here, did I? Where did I put the batteries? We're a little lost. I'm gonna go ahead and stuff it back in here and look at controls again. No, not there. There. Options. Controls. Mode. Let's not do that one. Let's do that one. The N. Do key. N. It still doesn't do what I want it to do. What's the other stuff on M? You got armor switch mode. Is it H is the other one? Hmm. I take off the helmet. So now how much energy does it use? Okay. It's actually quite a bit. Which is precisely when I want to find my batteries. Well, I guess H is the one we're going to use. Where? My batteries go. Lost my mind, guys. Don't have anything in my thing here, do I? Nope. Well, glad we got that done. I'm gonna stuff that in a charger. And we're gonna have that charge while I look for batteries. It's kind of nice that every machine can also charge stuff. But that will help me be able to do better building. It's part of the issue that I keep having is that you keep wanting to go ahead and, build more up, or I just don't have a way to quickly get back up. And I do need to do more building, but having to build properly so that you can hop up every step is kind of not the easiest thing to do every single time. It's easy. Well, let me rephrase that. It is easy, but it's a pain in the butt. Don't want to do it. I do think this pack is going to get a lot more play out of it than I originally thought. Now that you know that there's a plasma engine, and I'm going to take a look at some video editing stuff and see if I can figure out how to do time lapse, because that's the only thing I haven't figured out how to do quite yet. And if I can figure that out, I have a couple builds in mind I've wanted to do, but because I can't record them, I'm just like, it's just a waste of time. Like I said, I'm out of the house for work for 11 hours. Like 2.5 of those hours aren't even working, it's simply getting to work and getting home. And then, you spend 8 hours to sleep roughly, and then all the time trying to get to sleep. Everything else, you're just down to like 3 hours left to do anything you want to do. And, well, this may seem like just a bunch of fun and a silly little thing to do. I am trying to be a little bit serious about making sure I get a video out every day, because otherwise I'm going to end up slacking off and just cutting it all together, knowing my attitude with getting stuff done. So basically, I'm like, I can't let myself slack off, because if I do, I will slack off majorly and just basically quit the whole thing altogether. And I'm kind of tired of doing that all the time, so I just want a reason to not be doing that. I do know what my plans are here is probably this next time, if I can figure out this time-lapse stuff, we're going to do a build video, and I'm going to try to get enough of these generators to kind of replace what we have down here and then some. Because we have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So one more would replace and then add some more, but I'm thinking 3 generators is what we're going to want to start with of the IV. I'm going to get as much of that done and set up so that we can use that to power pretty much everything else that we need. Because I'm going to want to do more of these, probably one more vacuum freezer set up, but I want to get things set up to automatically run much better. And now that I have IV tier power, I feel comfortable with trying to do that. Anyways, I'm going to stop rambling and go ahead, let you guys go for today. now that we've got the jetpack in here, I'm going to have to go search for wherever I put those batteries at, just so that I can be able to charge this better. Still completely at a loss for where I put the batteries at. Oh my goodness, what? Oh. So you can use the jetpack without it on. I guess I was down below, so I couldn't see that. But that's pretty cool. Huh. You guys all have a great day.
Bye.